Ready to roll? Okay. Well, welcome everyone. Good evening in this virtual environment for our 2020 Teacher of the Year Award program. My name is Tommy Bruno. I'm the General Manager of WAPS-FM, your public radio station. Since 1955, the Akron Board of Education has owned and operated the license of this unique public radio station. And thanks to David James and all of the wonderful people in the Akron Public Schools, we're financially self-sufficient and living inside the beautiful new Elliott Community Learning Center. And we're just proud to be a part of this tonight. And congratulations to everyone. And let's make this a wonderful evening. It's a little odd, I know, but we're going to make the best of it and celebrate all of our teachers who made this year extraordinary. So welcome once again to our 2020 Teacher of the Year Award program. We first honored our teachers in the year 1992. For the past 28 years, we've come together to recognize these outstanding teachers. This year, we are continuing that tradition in a new way, as you can see. Welcome to the virtual Teacher of the Year celebration. We will honor our Shining Apple Award winners later this month. We will acknowledge our Ambassador Award winners later too. Tonight is about our Maryland Parks Award winners and our Teachers of the Year. I'd like to first introduce you to the President of the Akron School Board, Mr. Patrick Bravo, to welcome you to this year's very special event. Mr. Bravo.
Thank you, Tommy, and good evening. As Tommy said, my name is Patrick Bravo. I'm president of the Akron Public Schools Board of Education. And tonight I'm honored to welcome you to this special virtual edition of our annual Teacher of the Year program. And on behalf of the entire board, including Vice President NJ Akbar, Lisa Mansfield, Bruce Alexander, Valerie McKittrick, Diana Autry, and Derek Hall, I offer our sincerest thanks and congratulations to all of you. Our board felt that it was important to continue the tradition of honoring our educators despite our inability to be with you together in person tonight. And to say this year has been a challenge would be quite an understatement. But I know I speak for the entire board when I say how proud we are to be part of the Akron Public Schools family because of educators like you who make all the difference. Many of you have heard me talk about the profound impact that teachers have had on my life. And like me, for so many of our kids, you are a lifeline of hope. You often see in our kids what they are unable to see in themselves. COVID-19 has taken so much away from them, and yet we saw you each and every day continue to work to be that lifeline of hope, that structured, peaceful, and happy part of their lives. And for that, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. So please join us as we celebrate our teachers together. Congratulations to all of you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bravo, for your leadership as well as president of the Akron Board of Education. Thanks for those kind words. Let's introduce our superintendent, our fearless leader, Dr. David James. Dr. James, you've presided over many Teacher of the Year events, none quite like this, but we want to thank you for your continuing the rich tradition, your leadership, and tonight celebrating our teachers. Will you please welcome our guests to the virtual event and then share our Maryland Parks Award winner for 2020?
Yes, welcome to this important event. This marks the 12th time that I've had the privilege of announcing the Akron Teacher of the Year, and it's always a highlight of the school year for me. In addition to honoring teachers who have been selected to represent each of our schools, I am proud to announce the Maryland Parks Award, and I have some help to do that. So I would like to invite Dr. McWilliams-Woods and Pat Scheidt to join me. The Parks Award is named in honor of Marilyn Parks, a kindergarten teacher who served this district for over 25 years. My predecessor, Dr. Sylvester Small, established this award in Maryland's honor. She was an incredible, caring, and charismatic kindergarten teacher who served our families on our North Hill. Maryland loved to share the story of the Starfish. It is a story about persistence and mission. Maryland was persistent and mission-driven. She touched the lives of all who knew her. The story of the Starfish reminds us all about the importance of what we do every day. The story is about making a difference. Ellen, will you share the story about the Starfish?
I would be happy to, and I want everyone to think about your colleagues that you've shared this incredible journey with this year as you listen to the story. So an old man walked along a shore littered with thousands of starfish, beached and dying after a terrible storm. A young man was walking along and picking the starfish up one by one and flinging them into the ocean. Why do you bother? The old man scoffed. You're not saving enough to make a difference. Made a difference for that one, the young man said as he flung a starfish into the water. Marilyn Parks was dedicated to every single child in her care. She saved many kindergarten starfish in her 25 years in the Akron Public Schools. The story of the starfish reminds all of us why we do what we do every single day in this incredible APS family. This year, as we planned this event and reflected on the achievements and innovations that we saw all of you do across this district in this incredibly unique time in our lives, we had conversations that included Pat Scheit, the president of the Akron Education Association. And Pat, will you share a few words about your thoughts about the Marilyn Parks Award this year?
Thank you, Ellen. Thank you, David. I'm truly excited and honored to be here tonight and to acknowledge all the great accomplishment and achievements of our educators. As you've just heard, Marilyn Parks was a dedicated and passionate teacher. Just as all of you have shown, Mrs. Parks' priority was always the well-being and success of her students and their families. During the past few months, you have all been charged with the task of reinventing the way we look at educating our students. You have had to think outside of the box, innovate, and deliver rich, rigorous, and high-quality lessons that all of your students deserve. You have also been asked to accomplish all of those things in a virtual environment, which was thrust upon you practically overnight. We all know that this was not an easy task. As Akron Public School educators, we have always risen to the challenges we face on the path to educating our students. The past few months did not change that. As David, Ellen, and I reflected on the outstanding work of all of our dedicated educators during this past year, and especially over the past few months, what we saw was an incredible commitment, professionalism, flexibility, caring, and concern for our students, and an outstanding innovation by our educators. As Dr. James just said, Marilyn Parks' story is about persistence and mission, something that is clearly evident in each and every one of you. We are so very proud and blessed in this district to be working with such exceptional educators. Therefore, it is fitting and well-deserved that this year, the 2020 Marilyn Parks Starfish Award shall be awarded to each and every one of our educators at Akron Public Schools. I want to thank you and take this time to congratulate all of you. You should take pride in the collaboration and teamwork and accomplishments you have all realized. Again, I could not be more proud of working with some of the finest educators I've ever imagined, and I applaud all of you. Ellen?
So this award goes, just like this one, will be mailed to the homes of our teachers over the summer. So you get an award, and you get an award, and you get an award. So congratulations for everyone earning the Marilyn Parks Award. And special thanks to Julie Hogarth from Firestone Community Learning Center for her original artwork, the source of this very special Marilyn Parks 2020 award. Thank you to each teacher for the incredible work that you did to continue this learning process in this remote learning environment for each of our students. So congratulations.
Thank you. Congratulations, everyone.
Well, thank you both so much for giving out the Starfish Award, the Maryland Parks Award. We continue along. Now we wish to acknowledge specific teachers. We are pleased to acknowledge the gifts and awards we are giving to our 2020 Akron Teachers of the Year. In a few moments, we will recognize every building teacher of the year. Each building teacher of the year received a gift bag and a yard sign. The yard signs let everyone know of the special distinction the teachers have achieved. Building Teachers of the Year also received a signature Don Drum desk plate to display. These desk plates are only awarded to our Akron Public School Teachers of the Year. A special proclamation from City of Akron Mayor Daniel Horrigan, an additional special proclamation from United States District 11 Congresswoman Marcia Fudge to her constituents, and a supply allocation for our next school year of $150 will be directly deposited into their accounts. So let's present our 2020 Building Teachers of the Year. I'll read our elementary representatives first, followed by our secondary representatives. Here we go.
Yes, it looks like we lost Tommy Bruno, so we're going to try and get him back on. So please be patient, technology.
Everybody hear me?
Yes.
The power went out in my house.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so where are we, folks? Did we continue or?
Yes.
No.
No, you go right ahead, Tommy.
Right.
We are right on track. Yeah, we waited for you.
Okay, yeah, the power's out here, so I had to go on a different laptop. So let me get to my place. Stand by. Shared screen's up, right?
Yes.
You are ready to go.
All right. And all right, 3, 2, 1. Ryan, sorry about that. Power's up, back on. Or no, it's not on, so I'm on a backup. All right. Well, everybody, once again, we'll take that from the top. Just to reiterate, my power went out. Now I'm on a different laptop. So congratulations to all of our 8 finalists. A signature Don Trump desk plate. As I mentioned, that these desk plates are only awarded to our Teachers of the Year. And let me continue and say a $350 supply allocation for next school year, a $50 gift card presented by the Akron Education Association, and a $50 gift card presented by the Akron School Administrators Association. So I'd like, let's see, am I on the right spot? Let me start reading our, okay, I'm gonna just start reading our Building Teachers of the Year. How about that? There we go. Everybody can see Gloria?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So Gloria Malone is up first from Barber, 5th grade. Gloria Malone is very organized throughout the school as the BLT chairperson and student council advisor. Students enjoy being in Gloria's class because she has a fantastic sense of humor. She enjoys getting to know each of her students and is known throughout the school as the teacher that dresses up according to the holiday. Students look forward to seeing what tutu, shirts, pants, or unique headpiece she is going to wear. That's Gloria Malone of Barber. Congratulations. Up next from Betty Jane CLC, the phys ed teacher. Mr. Chapman's colleagues have said the following: Dave is positive and keeps Hoop TV going with Mr. Rose. Our field days are amazing because of him. Mr. Chapman cares about the physical and mental health of our children. He opens up the gym before school for Dump Rope Club and hosted a walking club as well. He also does a great Hans and Franz to entertain the kids and acknowledge their success. Congratulations, David, from all of us here at the Akron Public Schools. Kathy Mills Brantley is up next from Krause and intervention specialist. Mrs. Mills Brantley puts her students' needs first. She provides a loving, structured environment and genuinely cares about each of them. She co-organized the student ambassadors and goes to activities with them on her own time. She spends her own money on materials. She's organized the school garden and pulled weeds and cleaned up. She's an awesome colleague and mentor to the staff and truly dedicated to the students and families of Krause. Congratulations, Kathy, for your achievement over at Krause and everything that you do. There's Tracy Stark. She's up next from David Hill, CLC. She's also an intervention specialist. Tracy is a positive example every day to our students and staff. She's a team player who is willing to help colleagues and gives her time and effort to support school programming outside of the regular school day. She has an amazing rapport with her students and always has their best interests at heart. Tracy is more than willing to meet them at their level as well as work with their families in order to help students succeed. Congratulations, Tracy. Go over to early learning program with Janet Wilsey, support services teacher. Janet Wilsey is an integral member of our ELP staff. She works well with parents and is respected by her colleagues. She has been a longtime member of our IAT and participates in the preschool evaluation process. Her knowledge of students is respected and admired. She's always willing to help teachers and strategies to improve student skills and performance. Janet shies away from the accolades, so this award is especially fitting to put Janet in the spotlight. How about if we make you wave right? Oh, no, you're not on camera. You could do that later. Spotlight, Janet Wilsey, Early Learning Program. Congratulations to you. Next up, Julia Spangler from Firestone Park Elementary School. Julie is described as an amazing teacher who has worked above and beyond to bring extraordinary opportunities to Firestone Park students. Her work on the community school garden is of particular note. She is energetic and a dynamic teacher who is always current with new and developing trends in our field. Julia is willing to help a colleague, and her door is always open to students. She teaches second grade, Firestone Park. Julia Spangler, congratulations from all of us. There's Chris Keller. She is at Forest Hill CLC, an ESL teacher. Chris possesses all the great qualities of a good teacher, some of which are kindness, respect, and professionalism. She has built warm, trusting relationships with students that help them thrive and learn. That's Chris Keller from Forest Hill. Congratulations. Chelina Perry is at Glover, CLC, kindergarten teacher. Chelina always has a smile on her face, and she greets her students each morning with her soft-spoken voice and never has to raise her voice to her students. She engages her students in fun learning activities and has their respect. She also communicates with her parents, keeps them informed of their child's progress at all times, and is willing to meet a parent or have a parent visit her class anytime. Congratulations. We continue along. Julie Huey is over at Harris Jackson CLC. Julie inspired us as she moved her kindergarten class forward from the first days of school and a highly teacher-dependent worldview to a broader view. The students grew to be more independent as a result of Julie's patience, tireless effort to support individual learners. Harris Jackson's Julie Huey right there, and she is a kindergarten teacher. So congratulations from all of us, Julie. You done good. Janice Varka is up next. Miss Janice Varka always displays professionalism with her students, families, and colleagues over at Hatton. Over the course of 20 years at Hatton, she has been a part of the SIP and the BLT as well. She strives to provide her students with a safe and welcoming learning environment. She participates in the PLC process and discusses ways in which to support instructional strategies. All students can be successful. Janice, thank you. Fourth grade teacher over at Hatton, congratulations from all of us. Melissa Yost, there she is. She's up next from King CLC. She teaches the gifted and talented students. Melissa Yost is creative, knowledgeable, and develops high-quality, rigorous activities that enrich the curriculum. She challenges students to go further and try again when they encounter a roadblock. She's a great resource and inspiration to the teachers as she shares great learning experiences and teaching practices. She has embraced the IB philosophy and merged it into the gifted students. All the students, in fact, over at King. Melissa, congratulations. Anthony Gasmer, there he is, from Leggett CLC, fourth grade teacher. And Mr. Gasmer engages students of all backgrounds and abilities throughout the school day at Leggett. They've seen him gain control and engage his students' attention by using games, stories, redirection, and positive reinforcement. He engages his students to do their best and holds them accountable on positive reward behavioral chart. He supplements the curriculum to bring a better understanding to the subject and gives informal assessments to determine which students need additional help. Mr. Gasmer shares his teaching practices with peers and is willing to listen to his colleagues to collaborate while helping students. Congratulations, Anthony Gasmer from Leggett. Next up, it's Caitlyn Koppelberger. Caitlyn Koppelberger is a walking rainbow. How about that? She connects with every student that crosses her path. Her lessons cause students to think and explore on their own, whether in the hallway, on the playground, or under the desk. She does not allow the traditional classroom to hold her hostage when planning how the content will be delivered. She provides PD to gifted teachers in and outside of the district and has secured grants to help with expanding the learning for students. She has the mindset that is contagious and supports the mission and progress at Mason. Congratulations, Caitlyn. Stephanie Baugh's up next from Mickey Bright, CLC, third grade teacher. They say she's a ray of light to her students and colleagues. She always goes above and beyond without being asked, not because she wants a shout out or any recognition, but because she knows what is and what needs to be done. She has refined her craft every year. She has practiced it and is always willing to learn something new and share it with others. She creates a sense of family within her classroom, and the students look forward to being with her on a daily basis over at Mickey Bright. Congratulations. There's Jackie Workman. She's up next. The Pfeiffer Elementary School's and second grade teacher, Jackie goes above and beyond for the well-being and education of her students. She works tirelessly to differentiate for the diverse needs in her classroom and never gives up on a child, no matter how challenging. Mrs. Workman preserved this year's through many challenges and has always come out with a smile like you see on the screen right in front of you. And she's truly a rock for her students, cares not only for their academic needs, but their social and emotional well-being. That's Jackie Workman. Congratulations. There's Erin Robinson from Portage Path CLC. Congratulations to Erin. She is charismatic, creative. She thinks a little differently and outside of the box. She develops an excellent collaborative rapport with her students, colleagues, and parents that is characterized by mutual respect inside her kindergarten class. Parents share specific praise about Erin's teaching and the positive impact she makes on their children. She has embraced the implementation of the IBPYP at Portage Path with the enthusiasm of a lifelong learner. That's Erin Robinson from Portage Path. There's Rebecca Murray from Resnick CLC, teaching the gifted and talented students. Becky Murray has undertaken the challenge of bringing the best practices of gifted education to all students. She models techniques she has learned as a gifted and talented teacher, and works collaboratively with the staff to plan enriching activities that extend understanding of the standards. Her lessons are created to facilitate rich discussions, to create deeper learning experiences for the students, and she works to develop relationships with the whole Resnick community, including the staff, students, as well as the parents. There is Rebecca Murray from Resnick CLC. Tammy Stex is up next. Tammy is an interventions specialist who works very hard at Reimer, going and above and beyond to help students succeed every day. She works with all students, regardless. They are all, quote, her students, across grades and needs. Tammy has a way of breaking down information to help students comprehend very difficult curriculum at Reimer. She has many jobs throughout the building and helps all of us have successful days. The intervention specialist over at Reimer. Tammy, congratulations from all of us here at the Akron Public Schools. Kathy Mukherjee. Let me get that right. Kathy Mukherjee. There it is. Mukherjee from Richmond. I know you're smiling right now. Richmond CLC. She's a second grade teacher. She's knowledgeable and vigilant regarding the day-to-day duties in the classroom. She expects success for each student and provides support and challenges for all students. As a colleague, Kathy helps foster a feeling of camaraderie and teamwork that helps all second graders at Richmond. And Kathy's a valued member of our teaching staff, and we're lucky to have her here at Richmond, second grade teacher. Congratulations to you, Kathy. We'll take a moment here. The power just came back on. So I'm going to take a breath. All right. Mary Gakel's up next, tutor over at Robinson CLC. Mary is a kind and caring person who puts her students' needs first. She is respected by her colleagues, and the students look up and admire her at Robinson. She challenges students to go further and try again when they encounter a roadblock. Mary also is a team player, willing to help anyone in the staff with any of their needs. She continues to learn and help students and co-workers every day at Robinson. Congratulations. Sheila Mosteller is up next, and she is at Sam Salem CLC, first grade teacher. Sheila is an exceptional example of doing what's best for the students. She works tirelessly with students to build relationships, focus on learning, and ensure student success. She does whatever it takes to help a child understand until she reaches every single student in her classroom and pushes them to their full potential. She is constantly reaching and trying new strategies to keep students engaged. No matter how she's feeling, she demonstrates a nurturing spirit and gives her best and then some for her students. Sheila, congratulations at Sam Salem CLC. There's Caitlyn Neff. She's up next, Schumacher CLC, first grade teacher. Caitlyn Neff is creative, innovative, and consistently engages her students, providing them with the opportunity to flourish. She leads her staff in technology initiatives. There's one in every building. She is organized and very detail-oriented. She has helped on the school's social committee and has organized the back-to-school sessions each year, a huge task, and she reaches out to businesses and community leaders. Thank you, Caitlyn, for all that you do at Schumacher, and congratulations. That's Barb Fisher there from Cyberling. Congratulations, Barb, CLC, first grade teacher. Barb is an inspirational teacher who brings a sense of enthusiasm to school every day. She is excellent at relationship building and instilling a love of learning to her students. Barb changes lives. She is a teacher that students always remember, be it Mrs. Fisher's purple hair or infectious laugh. There are a few individuals who will not be changed by oh, that's great. I'm going to read that again. Be it Mrs. Fisher's purple hair or infectious laugh, there are few individuals who will not be changed by her love for others. She inspires and builds up little people, big people through her words and action. There she is with her purple hair. Barb Fisher, thank you from all of us, Cyberling CLC. Camille Bivens is next. She is Voris CLC kindergarten teacher. Camille has been selected as the Voris Teacher of the Year for the second time in the last 5 years. Congratulations. She is the definition of reflective, innovative, and child-centered teaching. She is a quiet leader among her colleagues, participating in the Voris SIP and PBIS teams, and her ideas are often sought by building and district-level colleagues. She is well loved by her students and their families, and she makes everyone who works with her feel the tremendous love and care she has for children. How well that is written. Voris CLC, all of us congratulate you, Camille. Mike Dunn is up next, Windermere CLC, fourth grade teacher. There's Mike. He is a team player who eagerly collaborates with all staff. He is actively engaged in the BLT and SIP and is our building AEA representative. Mr. Dunn is respected by his peers, and the students look up to him as the only male teacher on staff. His students and their families know how much he cares about them and how much he will support them to be successful. He has a, quote, charming sense of humor and has worked to build wonderful relationships with everyone at Windermere in the Windermere community. Mike Dunn, fourth grade over at Windermere. Congratulations on this honor. There is Stephanie Leslie, Akron Alternative Academy Intervention Specialist. Stephanie always works hard to make sure her students succeed both in their educational and personal goals. She is the teacher students remember when they look back and reflect on their educational experience. She meets students outside of school to help with the Play-Doh and answer phone calls late at night and early mornings for students in need. She's a team player and always has creative ideas. That's Stephanie Leslie there from the Akron Alternative Academy. Congratulations, Stephanie. All right, next up, the mad scientist, Tim Hendricks, Akron Early College High School science teacher. Tim Hendricks goes above and beyond for students at all levels. Along with teaching all of the freshman physical science at Akron Early College, he tutors students in the university chemistry and math and ACT prep. Students appreciate Tim's passion for science. His hands-on lessons make the classes engaging, especially for students who might otherwise find the abstract content challenging. Yes, his approachable demeanor is welcoming to the students, and they feel open to asking for him to clarify questions. He is a quintessential mad scientist, and students love him for those qualities. He's Tim Hendricks. Congratulations, Tim. Abby Young in front of you here, Bridges NOW, now teacher. Abby Young is a passionate, talented educator who has created a nurturing classroom environment in which her students can thrive academically, socially, and emotionally. She approaches each day with positivity, compassion, and humor, and she incorporates technology into her daily lessons and is always willing to collaborate with colleagues to implement novel approaches to enhance her students' learning. We are fortunate, the entire staff, to have Abby as a rock star member of the Bridges Learning Center staff. That's Abby Young. Congratulations to Abby. Over at East CLC, Brittany Kuhn is up next, and there she is. Brittany is an awesome team player and leader who is respected by the whole East team. She led the charge to incorporate SOLE, S-O-L-E, lessons into the curriculum. She advocated for teachers to receive PD on technology and incorporates technology into her classroom with her own blog and TikTok. She is on SIP, the data team, the co-chair of the safety tactical team, and she runs student council, cheerleading, school dances, and fundraising opportunities. She even uses her own money to buy cheerleading outfits. She is a bright light in everyone's day. There she is from East CLC. Brittany, congratulations. Therese Chadmore is up next over at Firestone CLC. She's grown her Academy of Design pathway to one of the most respected at Firestone. She teaches her students practical sewing skills as well as career readiness skills. She challenges them to be creative in their designs and being proud of what they produce. If there is a student at Firestone in need of anything, she's always there to lend a hand. Her leadership, high expectations, and commitment to her students and our community make her incredibly valuable. She works to keep the Firestone family strong. Therese, congratulations to the Firestone community as well to have you represent them. Over at Higher, there she is. That is Janet Canova. A colleague wrote the following about Ms. Janet Canova. When I think about a teacher that makes a difference in the students' lives, Ms. Canova is the first person that comes to my mind. She treats our middle school students with respect, passion, and I have worked with her for several years, and she teaches and guides me to be a better teacher than I was the year before. She is always willing to try new techniques and improve her teaching. She's the English language arts teacher over at Higher. Janet Canova, congratulations. Innis Representative Science Teacher Chris Johnson and her colleagues say she is a wonderful mentor and friend. She collaborates with other teachers when creating her lessons and encourages her colleagues whenever she meets them in the hallway or the lunchroom. She provides support to her students before and after school and creates a warm and welcoming environment during school at Innis. She has the respect and admiration of her colleagues. That's 8th grade science teacher, Chris Johnson. Congratulations, Chris. Let's go over to Jennings next, the CLC intervention specialist, Jennifer Russ. And they say she has dedicated her career to being an advocate for others that are less fortunate. She is not just an intervention specialist, but a wonderful co-worker, co-teacher, and colleague. She is a calming voice for our entire 6th grade team and has a unique perspective on how to reach our students. Her sense of humor allows our staff to laugh as they learn. Her caring demeanor has caused everyone at Jennings to miss working with her face-to-face over these challenging last few months. That's Jennifer Russ, Jennings CLC intervention specialist. Next up is Rebecca Gradable. She is over at Kenmore Garfield High School, English language arts teacher. And Becca is what you'd want to see in a colleague, a friend, a teacher your own children would be proud of. She purposely plans instruction and seamlessly incorporates technology into her daily plans. She incorporates diverse materials and activities into her lessons so that students can see and hear themselves in the stories they study. She is an exceptional CCAA leader and has helped Kenmore Garfield's freshman academy become a leader in the district. She goes above and beyond inside and outside her classroom, putting her students and colleagues before herself. Becca, congratulations from all of us. Let's head over to Litchfield CLC. That's Bobby Gurley, and she is an English language arts teacher at Litchfield. Bobby Gurley meets many components of the Teacher of the Year criteria. She exhibits a professional and positive relationship with her colleagues and displays overall compassion for her everyday duties as an educator. By building a positive rapport with her students, she inspires them to learn on a daily basis as they genuinely respect her. Mrs. Gurley demonstrates thorough knowledge of her subject matter, and it's a true honor to work with her at Litchfield CLC. That's English Language Arts teacher Bobby Gurley. Ruth Rupia is up next from Miller South School for the Visual and Performing Arts. She is a science teacher. Ruth incorporates the arts into the science lessons and has a strong passion for STEM-based learning and teaching in the classroom. She goes above and beyond her content by teaching students executive function skills, which are part of her daily routines, as well as fostering peer interactions through her lessons to promote social and emotional development. Ruth is extremely creative and puts her ideas into action as an active member of the Miller South SIP team. Ruth truly is a model for positive school climate and culture, as well as a master of her content in the science classroom at Miller South. Ruth, congratulations. And finally, we have Monique Binkley and Monique and then we have Monica. That's the side name there. Monica has established relationships with her learners and goes out of her way to make them successful. She has a friendly and welcoming demeanor to both learners and learning coaches, as evidenced by her big smile and greeting everyone each and every day. She is dependable and a contributing member of any team on which she serves, and she's highly dedicated and offers help outside of school hours, and she's very engaged, willing to help the students at any time over biology at the STEM High School. Congratulations to all of you. And I will go back. All right, well, let's continue along here. Ellen, why don't you buy me some time and come on and say a few things? Dr. McWilliams?
I would be happy to. Congratulations to all of the amazing building level teachers of the year. You've heard me say this so many times, but I'll say it for anyone else who's listening in tonight and watching. What you've been able to accomplish this year in particular, there was no way that we could not honor all of the teachers of the year this year because of the extraordinary measures that people did, and our educators, all of our staff across the district. You showed such dedication and love to your students. We couldn't have asked for more. So congratulations to all of the building teachers of the year.
Thank you. Even a power outage won't stop us from honoring our teachers of the year. So congratulations. We'll continue along. So our 8 finalists who are up next are going to receive the following gifts. All right, so a signature Dondrum desk plate to display. Again, these are only awarded to our teachers of the year. A special proclamation from Akron Mayor Dan Horrigan, a $350 supply allocation for next school year, and $50 gift cards from Akron Education Association and Akron School Administrators Association. I'd like to invite our 8 finalists to open their cameras as I read their names and share information about each of our 8 finalists for Akron's 2020 District of the Year virtual edition. We're going to start out with Margaret Oliver. If I could have you come and join us, and let's see. Margaret Oliver, intervention specialist over at Helen Arnold. Maggie Oliver does not work for awards or accolades. She works to engage, inspire, and impact all of the students that she comes in contact with. She finds ways to make her teaching engaging and relevant so that the lessons reach all learners. Maggie has a passion for building relationships with her students and their families. She understands the needs of her students. She works hard to guarantee that effective instruction is given to her students. Maggie takes a special interest in each child and their well-being. An example of her compassion passion is how she made vests for all of our Helen Arnold leadership team HALT members to showcase their leadership. She also made 2 sets of masks for each student when they have to return to school in the fall. She serves on Helen Arnold's SIP, BLT, and Courtesy Committee. Maggie Oliver is an instructional leader who puts her needs in front of the students, their families, and our school family. Maggie would introduce herself. I've always had a quiet passion to be an advocate or helper, and teaching is the profession that allows me to use my talents with purpose. I like to keep my mind and my body busy with continuing education, cooking, sewing, and walking. My greatest joy is the connections I have with my family and friends. Margaret Oliver, congratulations. You're representing Helen Arnold and CLC Intervention Specialist. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Next up, we'd like to invite Aubrey Luther, next Intervention Specialist over at CASE CLC. Aubrey Luther is an advocate for her students and all students in the building. She helps to build on individuals with disabilities and bring acceptance into the building at CASE. When she has a planning period or lunch, you'll always find students with her, be it her own students or ones from other classrooms. She embraced the IB program and has made sure that all of her teaching meshes with the IB requirements. Aubrey ensures that all of her students are working to maximize their potential while also tuning into social emotional needs. She has shown that all students learn with the IB philosophy. Aubrey also leads the CASE Calm program within the school. Each morning, she provides a message on the morning announcements to help start the day. Aubrey is a teacher who brings a smile to your face when you need it most. That's CASE CLC Intervention Specialist, Aubrey Luther. Congratulations to you. Next up, if we could see Amanda Brown. Amanda Brown from Findlay, 3rd grade. Amanda continually invests in her own professional development to learn skills and strategies that will benefit her students. She is innovative and always trying new things. She's diligent about addressing the needs of her students, in particular, the way they relate to the 3GG. Amanda's willingness to share with colleagues and friends leads PDs and trainings each and every day. As a member of the SIP team, she is dedicated to moving our building forward. The students, she builds an open and heartfelt relationships with her students and families. In addition to being an amazing educator, Amanda is a leader with our Findlay family, and as well as in her home and her community. And Amanda would like to say that she's passionate, ambitious, and motivated. She loves being a teacher, mother, and wife. She continually is learning and trying to improve herself through reflection and feedback. She likes having a goal in mind and getting things done. She loves sharing ideas and learning from her colleagues, and always willing to help out. Congratulations. All right, next up we have Kelsey Kent from IPS, 4th grade. Kelsey is a passionate and dedicated teacher who impacts all of us students at IPS. She is committed colleague, planning, engaging lessons, and providing support for all students on the team. She helps students learn and grow by building trusting relationships with the team. This bond gives them confidence to take risks without fear of judgment. This relationship is a true gift that gives our students what they cannot find in knowing that they find a friend in Kelsey. Not only did she do last year's students come back to 4th grade for her loving support, but their parents also reach out to her for continuing to be their child's biggest advocate. This is a reflection of her unique ability to get to know each individual child and give them love unconditionally. Here's how she would introduce herself. She says, I'm a passionate teacher committed to building strong relationships that allow my students to reach their fullest potential. My educational journey started at Garfield High School as an intervention specialist. My dedication to inspire continues at I Promise School as I watch my students become successful even when faced with rigorous challenges. My students have taught me about determination and perspective. Teaching is the most challenging yet most rewarding job I've ever had. Congratulations, very well said. And next up, we'd like to honor Rebecca Butler, science teacher over at Butler, CLC. Rebecca is an outstanding teacher. Each year, she seeks to build warm but demanding relationships with her students and their families by calling homes, making herself available, by staying after school, making home visits, and learning as much as she can about the students. She is responsive to students' needs, student trauma, while keeping the bar from learning high and differentiated. Her lesson plans and delivery are renowned throughout the school. She makes learning really fun, from the labs in the hallways and stairwells to the students' choice activities that range from stargazing to AP level research papers. She is both she's in tune with what students need to be successful scholars, as well as what they prefer as young high school freshmen. When the teachers and students of Butler CLC learn she has been nominated for Teacher of the Year, every single faculty member and all her former students in the building cheered her on. Her character, reputation, and passion for her students' achievement is well known and highly regarded. Here's what Rebecca Butler would like to say. Hi there, I'm Rebecca Butler. I decided I wanted to be a teacher when I was 3 years old. Even though I wavered in college, wondering if teaching was truly my calling, I discovered through an internship with Sherwin-Williams that working with children and people was much more fulfilling. I live with my husband, Rajan Butler, and my 2 dogs in Ravenna, and I love the country air. Well, congratulations to you for this honor this evening. Eric Franz is up next over at Ellett CLC, auto technology teacher. Eric is a well-respected member of the Ellett staff, but he has much more to students, and he has taken a leadership role in our academy, helping to guide our focus and work. He is always positive and productive, bringing out the best in our group. He goes through the school day with a friendly and humble attitude, asking others about their work and sharing the successes of his students, always giving the credit to others. His effect in the classroom is even greater. Eric takes a personal time to learn much more about his students and help them feel successful with not only schoolwork, but also projects related to community service and life lessons. Eric is dedicated professional who works hard to make sure his students are successful in the present and for their futures. He has a way of making students and staff feel pride in their work and their achievements. Eric would like to say that he's quiet and he's an optimistic guy at the end of the hall. He says, I will do my part to get the job done. My first priority is my students. I'm always ready to help my student who needs a hand, and I'll always help any teacher if they need a hand as well. Every day is a possibility for a new beginning. Eric Franz, auto technology teacher at Ellett. Congratulations. Next up, we ask Shanika Rogers, guidance counselor over at STEM Middle School. Although Coach Shanika Rogers has been with our staff for a short time, she has proven herself to be an invaluable asset. Coach Rogers works tirelessly behind the scenes to ensure the success of all learners. She does not just concentrate on academic achievements, but she also utilizes her time to get to know each learner and their families. She makes herself available to help students learn to cope with anxiety, depression, trauma, peer-to-peer relationships, and academics. In addition to her building responsibilities, Shanika volunteers to serve on committees that bring forth initiatives having a positive impact on middle schoolers throughout Akron. Coach Rogers is the model that proves that teaching and learning extend far beyond the walls of the classroom and the doors of the school. She plays an active role in leadership in our learning community. She knows respect for the students, both academically and as individuals. She works with students and their families to ensure their mental and physical needs, including housing, are met. Shanika Rogers says the following: I'm an educated vocal advocate that is open-minded, reliable, very reflective, and a progressive thinker who is altruistically driven. This innate altruism allows me to support others in achieving personal fulfillment through service and genuineness. I view all experiences as an opportunity to continue to cultivate my leadership abilities. This attitude describes me at home, and every day I hope to inspire someone to step outside their comfort zone. So congratulations, Shanika, from all of us. And finally tonight, representing North, physical science teacher Dana Stark. Dana easily meets and exceeds the selection criteria. Dana is dedicated to teaching professional and wanting to make sure that all of her students make their full potential. In addition, she collaborates with her colleagues to support all teaching staff. She makes North better for students and teachers through her love of teaching, leadership, community involvement, grant writing, positive attitude, and advocacy for diversity. And Dana says, I'm proud product of Akron Public Schools, having attended King, Litchfield, and Firestone before becoming a teacher. Last year, I was delighted to be blessed with my first child, a little boy named Philip. Wearing two hats as a mother and teacher is my new challenge as I move through my career. I love being inside or outside in nature and sharing that passion with my students. Dana, congratulations at North. Congratulations to all of you for this very unique honor tonight and for being with us. And congratulations again. All right, so now let's bring in Dr. Ellen McWilliams and Dr. David James to announce the 2020 District Teacher of the Year. I asked our finalists to turn off their cameras. We'll invite one to return after the announcement and share their thoughts. Dr. James, Dr. McWilliams-Woods, please share the names of the 2020 Akron Public School Teacher of the Year.
All right, I'm pleased to introduce the 2020 Akron Public Schools Teacher of the Year to you, and I would just like to say congratulations actually to all of you. I also like to give a special shout out to our former Teachers of the Year who were critical to selecting this year's Teacher of the Year, and for that I thank you. Our members of the committee, the 2010 Teacher of the Year, Jackie Bailey, our 2014 Teacher of the Year, Ron Boldry, 2016 Teacher of the Year, Jenny Walls, 2017 Teacher of the Year, Jill Finnegan, 2018 Teacher of the Year, Jennifer Wicks, and our 2019 Teacher of the Year, Joey Nicolino. Now, we know that our 2020 District Teacher of the Year, this person has taught in a totally online connected learning environment, functioned successfully in Google Meets, and has taught in the district for at least 5 years.
This teacher has attended Boise State University or Columbus State or Kent State University or the University of Akron or Westminster College.
This teacher serves on or is supportive of our SIP teamwork, and this teacher is dedicated to the work of the 5-step processes and is a leader in the PLC work at the school level.
This new Teacher of the Year is recognized as a leader in his or her grade level or content area.
Principals have said the following about our Teacher of the Year. It is evident that mutual respect exists between the students and the teacher. The teacher's demeanor has a calming and positive effect on the students, resulting in an excellent climate for learning. The teacher communicates a belief in the potential of all students, seeks out opportunities to grow professionally beyond what is required, The teacher motivates students to improve, and the teacher is known for his or her spirit of cooperation and teamwork.
Students who have had this teacher have described them as their absolute favorite teacher and someone who cares deeply about them. Students respect this teacher and work with and for this teacher. And here's some of the special words from the teacher. My relationship with each student is the most important aspect of my ability to inspire and motivate as an educator. My greatest strength is my belief that each student can succeed. And this belief began as I applied it to myself as a young adult. I bring my experience, optimism, and empathy to every student. If a child doesn't achieve today, whether it's in an academic, social, or behavioral challenge, we have tomorrow to try again. The teacher said, I expect success and practice that joyful stance with my students. I also define my students' strengths. Self-confidence is what boosts their confidence, and confidence is what boosts their endurance. Once I began my teaching career, says this teacher, I realized that it took every talent I possessed and still left me wanting. I dig deep into the hows and whys to problem solve the roadblocks that come with special education. I have taught students from kindergarten through 8th grade, and I have presented to parents and professionals. The common thread of educating any age group is engagement, and I am hooked to find this key ingredient. Every time I get it right, I want to be a teacher forever.
All right, so they gave me the envelope, and let's welcome our 2020 Teacher of the Year, Joey Nicolino. Wait a minute, I'm sorry, that's last year's envelope.
You're so bad.
Here we go. Let's see. All right, so please welcome our 2020 Teacher of the Year. It's upside down. Margaret Oliver from Helen Arnold Community Learning. Margaret, please.
Oh, look at Oh, and Margaret, why don't you say a few words?
Yes.
Okay, if I can. Dr. James, it was worth the wait. Oh my goodness. Thank you. I'm honored. I know that all of us do all that we can. And I want to thank, first of all, my husband, Dunn. Don, there's my man, who's generously shared me with the educational world for all these years. My Helen Arnold team, I love my team. We have walked beyond so many miles that we've stopped counting the extra miles we've walked. The team is led wonderfully, lovingly by our principal, LaMonica Davis, and by our assistant principal, Dan Castellanovo. I want to thank, too, one thing that's in my heart so much, Akron Public Leadership. You have been ambitious and determined and resourceful to make every single student successful for their lifetime. I buy into that 100%. That's what I love, especially about APS. So in this COVID year, we're all in this together. Thank you. Thank you. I am so excited. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Pat, I think you had a few words.
Pardon?
I just want to congratulate all of our Teachers of the Year finalists and in particular, Maggie, congratulations. As a fellow intervention specialist, I'm very proud for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Patty.
And before we turn it back over to Mr. Bruno, I just like to say how proud I am to work for each and every one of you. You are some very talented people, dedicated, and our students are the better for it. So thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Well, congratulations. What a wonderful evening. We did it. We got through it. And congratulations, all of you. And I'll just end with this, and we can get on with our evenings and continue to celebrate. You know, many years ago, I did a public relations project for Akron Public Schools, and I interviewed probably 400 of our parents in and around the community. I mean, literally interviewed them. And the number one asset, the best thing we had going for us in the district by far was our teachers. I mean, it was resounding. And with these beautiful new community learning centers and such great leadership right now, I can tell you that this is a very special time to be a part of this district. And I'm just so proud of all of you. Thank you for including me. Thanks for your hard work. Thanks to our great leadership. And everyone have a great night. Stay safe. And a good summer. We'll see you soon. Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. Have a good
Good night.
weekend.